Good morning. My name is Mortel York. I'm a member of the ensemble. Thank you. Yeah, I've been a member of GLAD since about 2017, 2016, 17, 18, or something like that. But first of all, I went to a commemorative ceremony for a friend of mine that was a member of GLAD, Maurice Cole. And a close friend of his was my cousin, Andrew Hardy. They were both members here. And so I went to a commemorative ceremony, and I was so impressed by Reverend Oliveto, right, Reverend Oliveto, so that I came back to, I said, well, my cousin has just lost a close friend, and this is the church that they go to. I decided to come and be with him on Sundays, come to church and get along with be around my cousin, just a good excuse for us to get together. So I came, and first time I came, they started playing music, and everybody stood up. I said, oh, these people are really trained. But halfway through the first song, I was up just like the rest of them. I said, oh, this is something. So I kept coming back. And eventually Vernon came up, and that's our director. He said, if anybody wants to join the choir, come to rehearsal. So I did. And I came to rehearsal and have been with the choir ever since. Thank you. And that was a couple of years before the pandemic hit. I lived through the AIDS pandemic, but then the COVID thing came along, and that was worldwide. I mean, the streets were empty. And I said, I had gotten into being part of this congregation and celebrations and stuff, but the pandemic came and everything shut down, except the choir. We got together on Zoom. Later on, we got together at places outside of the sanctuary. Was coming to church one morning only to find out that the sanctuary had been completely shut down. The pandemic was tough. So we were not people were not able to get together and being around each other. In the meantime, I had a housemate that I had lived with for 30-some years. He had been diagnosed with prostate cancer, but it was in remission. In the middle of the pandemic, it came back. It came back like in November. By February, we were going back and forth to the hospital and trying to, and this was the pandemic. We had to stand in line at the emergency room in order to go in. But eventually, he passed away in April of 22. I was heartbroken and alone. And then in July, my father passed. And then before the year was over, the cousin that I had brought me here had passed. I was a wreck, just completely done in. But what brought me through is this church and this choir and just being here. That was my way of keeping my feet on the ground. And I am so glad that we're talking about gratitude, because gratitude is what I have now. I mean, gratitude is what has kept me here, And I really appreciate that, and I want to thank you guys for that, okay? And, I think I'll give it to Linda.
So just when you think Glide has come up with and provided every service, if you will, support to the congregation and the community at large, come up with something new. And that is what Martel talked a little bit about, which is providing serious illness, palliative care, and end-of-life care, hospice care, to the congregation and, again, also to the community. And so Martel, all those losses that you endured and suffered through, things would have been different if we had these services then. So we provide them to everyone. My particular favorite is, I'm not supposed to have favorites, but I do, the Fellowship and Prayer Table, which Zay and I do once a week. We're out in the street, and we have the opportunity and the joy of offering these services to people who are homeless, to people who have no health care, to veterans, to seniors, people who are in serious, serious need. And so I'm very grateful for that. And I want to invite you all to join us. There are 3 trainings. I'll give you dates. But first, let me just say that they're an hour and a half each. And so that's what, 4.5 hours total to become what we call a care ministry team member. And so you have the opportunity to, again, provide these services and give a warm handoff, if you will, to the AC Care Alliance. UCSF does the training. It's such powerful stuff. We really learned so much. And again, offers the opportunity for you to be a part of this important ministry. So the dates are November 20th, November 27th, December 4th. Again, just an hour and a half. And so thank you, Glide, for being willing to do this. Thank you all for your participation in the community, and please join us with this wonderful new ministry that is so important to all of us. We're all going to face these things eventually, so great to have a way to give as long as we're able to. So I'm Linda.
I'm Martel.
And we are
Glide.
Glide.